NCIS, Origins casts young Leroy Jethro Gibbs female partner. 2 years after his exit, Mark Harmon is set to return to the NCIS universe as his beloved character. However, that doesn't mean that Gibbs will come out of his retirement in Alaska. Instead, the actor will narrate the events of NCIS, Origins, a prequel series that will tackle Gibbs' earliest years as an NCIS member at Camp Pendleton. Austin Stowell has been cast as young Gibbs in NCIS, Origins, and as filming nears, the ensemble continues to be assembled. Per Deadline, the NCIS prequel has cast Mariel Molino as Special Agent Lala Dominguez. She is described as a former Marine who navigates her 1990s male-dominated field with a steely resolve and a dark sense of humor. The character will be new to the NCIS universe, which means that she has never been referenced before. Interestingly, the report also hints at a possible romance between Gibbs and Dominguez. How Molino's Dominguez changed Gibbs' NCIS story. Gibbs had many romantic flings, but his first wife's death still affected him. Since Molino is playing an entirely new character, NCIS has the creative room to craft Dominguez as they see fit. The franchise as a whole has always been male-dominated, so it's great to see more female representation in the upcoming shows. However, her potential romance with Gibbs in Origins poses some big ramifications in terms of what has been established about the character. Granted that Harmon's character has been married multiple times, this is the first time that a full-blown romance with Gibbs might play out on the screen. Despite the Mothership series partnering Gibbs with many women, he wasn't able to maintain any long-term romance with any of them. He would flirt and, sometimes, even start a fling, but everything eventually ended. It reinforced the idea that Gibbs had never gotten over the death of his first wife, Shannon. Per the timeline, the events of NCIS, Origins will pick just right after he lost both her and their daughter, Kelly. This means that young Gibbs would be in such a vulnerable place that it would be odd to see him develop any kind of love line with Dominguez. The latest update raises questions about how NCIS, Origins will explain why Dominguez was never brought up in the Mothership series. Considering Mike Frank's repeated appearances in NCIS, she should have been mentioned at least once, especially if she ends up being important to Gibbs' story the way that the prequel series suggests. Beyond that, it's also interesting to see what happened to her after her stint at Camp Pendleton under Frank's squad.